It's been a long time coming. A long time coming. And I can finally say that I'm able to spread my wings. It's Urban Gamer, UG, you can call it either one. And I finally get to do things my way. Turn a new leaf, give the people what I think they'll like. I'm a gamer myself, so why not? And so I got big plans. I think the best way to do this and the best way to start it off, a new channel, is to give you guys my background when it comes to gaming, the way I look at things, and just keep it real. That's what I'm here to do. So when it comes to gaming, oh man, back in the Nintendo days. And a lot of people can contest to this. Like gaming back then was geared towards just one person. You know what I mean? That Mario. I'm sure anybody could jump over a Koopa, jump on top of a Koopa, hit bricks on top of their head. Anybody can do that. Anybody could, with Contra, can go from left to right and shoot. Like, a lot of games then were geared towards everybody. And it didn't start to split off, I think, until the generation after that. And when I mean split off, Nintendo had their games where, certain people like certain things. But, it really went left, right, or left, right, up, down type genres. I'd say the next generation, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo. And with Sega Genesis, and I don't know if a lot of people had this in their area, and it reminded me of when it changed. And this is like a real key moment of when things start changing, is Sega Channel. Sega Channel was in my area. And Sega Channel was probably the greatest thing since sliced bread in my eyes back then, because if you didn't know what it is, it's a big ass cartridge. Big ass cartridge. You put it in your Sega Genesis, and it has a cable feed on the back. You twist in the cable, and it would feed you games every 2 months, 1 month. I forgot what it was, but I remember it started. I want to say it started 2 months, and then they switched it to 2 weeks or 1 month after that. And man, when it comes to games, man, I played every genre: Vector Man, Comic Zone, Game Ground, Shadowrun for you OG Shadowrun players. You remember that? But I heard it was better on Super Nintendo, but I played it on Sega Genesis. Man, loved that game. Classic in my eyes, classic. What else did I play? Altered Beast. Like games like that. Mutant League Football. I know a lot of people remember Mutant League Football. Actually, I think they're coming out with another one. But games like that. It gets you to look at a lot of different things. A lot of different genres. And me and my sister, and I don't know if you guys remember this, at midnight, let's say on the second month at midnight, that day they were supposed to switch. Once you go to the main menu of the games, it would feed in the new games. So what me and my sister would do is, if we liked the game, I think it was it Comic Zone we played a lot. We'd keep the game on pause, never go back to the main menu on that night that it was supposed to switch over, and we would play that game for like a day or two extra. Until either one of us went to the main menu or the power got cut off on it. We used to do it that way, and it was kind of funny. But though that's when it all changed for me. That's when I kind of started leaning towards the RPG side with Shadowrun. But what really had me like become an RPG, I guess you can't call it RPG fanboy. I was more of a SquareSoft fanboy. I had a friend that let me borrow Final Fantasy 3, and that game, man, like I guess it was Final Fantasy 6 in Japan. That game changed my gaming life, no lie. He let me borrow with the strategy guide. And for all you that know about that game, man, Sabin, what was it, Edgar, the brother, Terra. That's characters that you will never forget if you played that game. And I've heard Final Fantasy 2, actually, was it 2 or 5 was supposed to be better. But that was the one that had me a Squaresoft fanboy. You couldn't talk to me. It had me a Squaresoft fanboy like I was a No Limit fanboy over Cash Money. Back in the day. But that game right there is what changed it for me. And from that point on, I was really heavy into RPGs on the Squaresoft side of it. I played Secret of Mana. What was the other one? Final Fantasy Tactics, another classic. That game, classic. Final Fantasy 7, classic. So Legend of Dragoon played that. Xenogears played that. I played a lot of Squaresoft ones. Star Ocean, I played a lot of Squaresoft, but I started playing other RPGs outside of that. I don't know if you guys remember I think it was called Gradia 2. I played that on Dreamcast. I guess you could say that I'm more of an RPG person. demographics wise, I'm supposed to be playing Madden in sports games. I mean, I'm not gonna front. I got a group of some thugs. I mean, if I went up in their circle and be like, hey guys, want to go play Secret of Mana? They not gonna be having that. You know what I mean? So I mean, the demographics have changed a lot. But I do got some friends that do play the Final Fantasy, that does know about Final Fantasy Tactics. And when they re-released it on the what was it, the PSP, you could actually play LAN game or add HOC game where you could play against somebody else. So the gaming wise, then I mean I touched it all, you know, but I play it all also. You know what I mean? Theme Hospital, Sim City. Theme Hospital is actually another sleeper that was on. What was that on? Was that on PlayStation? Theme Hospital was on PlayStation and PC. Another sleeper game that I think a lot of people should take some time out, go download the ROM for it. That was a great game. Great game. Sim City, I play that. Sim Ant. I don't know if you guys know about Sim Ant for Super Nintendo. Played that. So I play it all. But what I want to do is give commentary on a lighter note, but gameplay also. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm gonna touch every genre. You know what I mean? Well, actually, what I want to do next is put up a setup video. I got a pretty nice setup for what I got going on and stuff. And once I do that, I mean, we gonna keep it rolling. I'm gonna keep the commentary coming. I'm gonna keep it 100 on as much news as I can. I'm not a fanboy towards any system. Okay, I mean, to be honest with you, and I hate to even get into it this early, Xbox, I think is more social friendly when it comes to friends, you know, and party chat and cross game chat and in game chat. I think it's more, I guess you could say, like again, yeah, social friendly. PlayStation, I'm more geared towards PlayStation with my games that I want, like Uncharted games that I'm gonna play a one-player game, and I look at my PlayStation with it, my PlayStation 4. I got a PlayStation 4 and an Xbox One, but when it came to the 360 and the PlayStation 3, I geared towards when it came to one-player games. Even if it came out on both, if it was a multi-plat, if it came out and I knew I was gonna play it, I looked towards the PlayStation 3 if I want to play a one-player game because it wasn't as social friendly. You know what I mean? When it came to like a multiplayer, like a shooter or a sports game, I go towards the 360. I think the only one-player game I played on 360 was the Star Ocean. I can't remember which one it was. Star Ocean. I'm looking at it right now, but I can't read it from here. Star Ocean. I played that on 360. Didn't like it. I mean, loved the game, but didn't like the fact that I kept getting party chat invites when, you know, an RPG, you got to listen to pretty much every word on where to go next. You know what I mean? So that, like I said, that's the way I look at it. Love both systems. You know, there could be fixes on both sides. So I'm far from a fanboy. Far from a fanboy. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna leave you with a little bit more gameplay, and we're gonna get this 2014 started real nice. UG, Urban Gamer.
Enemy SATCOM spotted. Enemy SATCOM spotted.